Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here, and I thought I would do today something different, something new, something funky, fresh, Freaky Friday, whatever. But I love fast food, and I'd seen some folks doing some fast food review stuff. So I thought I would do this myself, have the rankings from S tier to F tier, and just the different fast food type joints that are out there. I was going to restrict it to just ones with drive-throughs, but I was talked into expanding it quite a bit, somewhat. So, therefore, I will go ahead and do just that. So, first on the list is Arby's. When Arby's, I'm going to have to give this a C. I do eat here from time to time, and the main thing I usually get over here is the half-pound roast beef. I will usually add cheddar cheese slice or cheddar cheese sauce to it, and some onion, and then I'll get the fries, either the curly fries or the crinkle cut fries, and so forth and so on. I have tried a lot of the other stuff like the sliders. Everything on the slider stuff is like, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. The roast beef sandwiches, I like I said, I get the half-pound roast beef. I do like it. That's usually what I crave. I've gotten the chicken nuggets. Now, the chicken nuggets are actually real pieces of chicken. It may be hard to see in this picture, but the breading is kind of the same as what you'd get in some supermarket deli. You're selling chicken strips. It's okay. It's nothing bad, but it's nothing great. I mean, it's edible. Let's put that away. So I don't mind that. And the same thing for their chicken tenders. And on their limited menu right now, they have the 3-piece hush puppy deal, breaded with the hush puppy breading. And I tried that. Yeah, again, it's okay. It's nothing special. I also have had when they had the Angus burger or whatever it was, or Wagyu beef burger, or whatever it was recently. Again, okay, nothing special. I had this. It's okay. It was fine. It tasted good. Nothing that great though. That is the problem. It's just it's all okay. It's all edible. It's nothing about it is great. And what's really bad is that sometimes the food is just, it depends on who's cooking it and who's running it, but sometimes the food can be quite especially like the fries and stuff can be quite nasty. Next on the list is Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. I'm going to give this a middle to low B, and the reason for that is that they have banana pudding. I love banana pudding. But in terms of their other foods, I did try like this backyard barbecue pork nachos. That wasn't too bad. I don't think I'd ever get it again. The create your own burger is usually what I get. We can create your own kind of a burger deal. I have had the Phillies, the Philly cheesesteak one. I mean, it's an Angus patty chopped up. It's not cheesesteak, so I shouldn't even say that. It's not a cheesesteak. It's it's basically hamburger meat done with the Philly cheesesteak normal toppings. So it was different. Not something I'd get again. The magic mushroom. No, I don't think I got that one. I've gotten a burger with the mushrooms on it. I've gotten burgers with the fried egg on it, but usually it's because I'm making it myself, and that's generally what I do if I do this. In terms of the other stuff, chicken tenders weren't too bad. I did like them. That's neither here nor there. I've never had anything else over here. None of the salad stuff, get that out of my face. Absolutely never doing tater tots. I hate tater tots. The hand cut fries are pretty good, but it also just depends if you're getting it like delivered. The delivery may be sluggish, but they are really good, properly done fries. Kind of like Five Guys in that sense, I guess. I didn't try the sweet potato fries. I did try the truffle parmesan fries. I like them. Those were pretty good. Did try the mac and cheese, mainly just to have I only did a bite of that to try it by itself. Usually what I do is when I order mac and cheese from these places, it's because I'm going to use it later to dump a can of tuna in for some cheap poor man's meal. But that is still very tasty. And then, like I was saying before, the main thing that I really like is the banana pudding. And they do the banana pudding really well. It's not a ton of banana to me. They have a fair amount of vanilla wafers. And what's kind of surprising is even with delivery, the vanilla wafers that are buried inside are still crunchy. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that. So kudos to that. The shake only had once. I mean, it was fine. Shake was fine for what it was. So it's a B. Like I said, it's mainly because of the banana pudding. The burger itself it's fine. The fries, they're fine. They're not the greatest. Yeah, you know what? I was saying low B, but you know what? It's actually more of a high B because of the banana pudding. So let's get that straight. Next up on the list is Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm going to give this a low B. Once upon a time, this would have been a high A for me. But ever since they got rid of the buffalo chips, which were sliced real potatoes that were then fried and seasoned, the place has kind of really gone downhill for me. The wings and stuff are not, they're not, and it could be just my local restaurant, but the wings and stuff are not coated like they used to be. They used to be really well coated. Now then, there's like they barely got any sauce on them at all, and it's kind of disappointing that the naked tenders. It's like I thought I would do that for low carb stuff, but to be honest, they weren't really that good to me. So when it comes to appetizers, the mozzarella sticks, it was okay. The chips and salsa, I think I've not had the ultimate nachos, but it was okay. Yeah, there it is, I think. Nothing that great to me. Street tacos, were just fine. Potato wedges are hit or miss. The potato wedges, I've had them, and they've just been like licking a salt lick and not that great. And other times, they're actually not too bad. They could. I wish they had these. These are seasoned with like a I think a ranch coating or something like that. I don't remember exactly what. Or no. It's not a ranch. It's sour cream and chive seasoned. Which on the surface, I love sour cream and chived, like chips and stuff, but potato chips. But here, I wish they had a plain one. If they had a plain wedge, I would eat that up like crazy. But with the seasoning, it's like hit or miss to me. Their French fries are kind of just average. Their buffalo mac and cheese, that was fine. Nothing I'd get again, but it was fine. And in terms of burgers, I've gotten the double burger here with bacon. I don't remember if they have one that has egg on it or not, but it's the burger is actually not too bad. I actually kind of like it a fair amount, but you used to go there for the wings and stuff, and like I said, the wings just haven't been as good to me. I didn't care for their chocolate shake too much. Cake, I could speak. Never tried loaded ice cream, and I did have a slice of cheesecake once, and I mean it was like, yeah, it's probably because it was delivered. And they just put it right with the hot stuff. So, yeah, that's never a good thing. So, but yeah, we'll give them a low B. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna last all that much longer or not. They're never busy anytime I go there anymore. Next up is Burger King. I'm gonna give Burger King. Yeah, I'm gonna put Burger King into the B category. Burger King is fine. I like their flame broiled Whoppers and stuff. Their Whoppers are I usually get the triple with cheese. Probably the only down thing is they only give you one slice of cheese. There's no option to get more. If you go there in person, I suppose you can ask for more. The Bacon King was fine. I'm never going to get an Impossible one if possible. The Big King was fine. That's kind of like their version of the Big Mac, only not. But it has that like kind of like Big Mac type sauce on it. That was pretty good. It's a smaller burger than the the Whoppers that you see here. What they got featured today? No items found. In terms of sides, Burger King's fries to me are really good. Once upon a time, these things were nastier than nasty. I did not like them. But right now, I like their fries. I can actually do 2 large fries. And in terms of their chicken, I do not like their chicken though. Their chicken fries are nasty to me. Their chicken sandwiches are just like, meh. Like, I've never had the big fish or anything like that. Drinks, well, let's see, sweets. Okay, yeah. So this right here helps secure it into the B category. Hershey Sundae pie. I love that. I was given an Oreo cookie shake once when I asked for just a plain chocolate shake. It was fine. It was fine. Their shakes are good. And, their soft serve cups are good as well. So, and again, like I said, I just like the taste of the flame broiled grill burger that they have at Burger King. I don't crave it all the time, but I probably have it at least once a month. And so, yeah, B. Next up is Raising Cane's, easily an S tier. When this first came out, I was like, wait, Raising Cane's? What is this? And it was like, what caught my eye was that it was chicken fingers, not chicken strips. And chicken fingers was something that we had when I was living down south. And usually it was in some gas station, but would have these amazing chicken fingers for sale in the deli section. Or like in college, the student union cafeteria sold chicken fingers, and that's what this place reminds me of. I used to get the chicken fingers pretty much every day. I'm a cheeseburger guy, so if I'm getting chicken fingers every day instead of the cheeseburger, they're good. Raising Cane's is rather interesting because they don't have anything. Their menu is just like tiny. It's chicken fingers, either like 3, 4, or 6, thin crinkle cut fries, coleslaw, and Texas toast and a drink, including sweet tea, which the sweet tea is fine. And a lot of people rave on this cane sauce. I don't need sauce with my deal. But that's pretty much their menu. I think you can get like a sandwich too, which the sandwich is basically some chicken fingers between a bun. So I love their chicken fingers are just done right. They're always juicy. They're always bread. The outside is the perfect level of crisp. The inside is the perfect level of juiciness. The fries are always good. Even driving home. The other thing I like is their coleslaw. I'm not a big coleslaw fan. Their coleslaw is really good. Although I usually substitute extra fries for coleslaw, or once in a while an extra Texas toast instead of coleslaw. But yeah, S tier all the way. I'm always surprised at how often I'm going by Raising Cane's when I'm out and having to run my vehicle. So yeah, S tier all the way. Next up is Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. I'm going to give a low A. And I'll tell you why. It's mainly because of the breakfast. And there is one burger that they get. Their chicken, wasn't that big a fan of it. It's fine. Burger wise, I don't care for if they're let's see if we got it down here. They're big like these Angus burgers or whatever. They don't do it for me most of the time. But I do like the Superstar with cheese. The Superstar with cheese is really good. I don't know why, but it just really is. Whereas some of these other burgers that they have it's like a 1/3 pound burger. And it seems like it would be fine, but when I get them, just to try something, like if they have something kind of new that maybe piques my interest. It always has kind of a somewhat odd smell. It's not a bad smell, it's just an odd smell. And I don't get that same smell when I get the Superstar, and the taste is different. The taste is like completely different on these things. So if it was just the menu, I mean, if it was just the burgers, yeah, this wouldn't be a C at all. I mean, an A at all. It wouldn't even be probably a B. But what I do like is the breakfast, the loaded burrito. That's fine, but the one I usually get is the Big Country breakfast burrito, which has the sausage gravy inside, and the bacon egg cheese burrito. Both these are just really amazing to me. In terms of the breakfast sandwiches, the breakfast burger is good. Putting these tater tot, they're not tater tots. They're hash rounds is what they call them. They're basically just thinly sliced tater tots. Let's face it. And I don't like tater tots, but it's kind of a waste to put them on a breakfast burger. To me, just put them out to the side. It doesn't add anything to the burger itself. But otherwise, the burger's fine. I usually get like 2 patties, but you get the egg and bacon and stuff. Really good. I like their grilled cheese breakfast sandwich, although sometimes these things will have that same kind of weird smell that the third pound thick burgers will have. Their biscuits are pretty good. In fact, their biscuits are not the best biscuits, but they are up there in terms of fast food. So I do like these biscuits, this monster biscuit. I love it in that you get all this extra egg and stuff. The only downside is sometimes it can be like really salty, and that's a bad thing. Biscuits and Gravy, now this one is a shocker. They do really good biscuits and gravy. And when you get it delivered, the nice thing is that they have the gravy actually in a cup by itself and the biscuit by itself, so that, you know, when you get it, the biscuit's not all soggy and stuff. And I love that because then I can just dip my biscuit in the gravy and then get a side of egg with that. Oh my goodness. This really surprised me that they did this right. Maybe it shouldn't surprise me. I'm guessing this came from when Carl's Jr. bought Hardee's. We'll talk about Hardee's in a bit, but yeah. Definitely an A, mostly for breakfast. And also, they do burgers in the morning. So if I ever fancy a burger, that super Carl thing is what I'll get. I can't remember the name of it. Next is Chick-Fil-A, and we'll give that an A as well. I don't go here often. The big thing for me, their spicy chicken sandwich deluxe is not bad. It's pretty good. I do like it. Their Chick-fil-A nuggets are really good because they're actually bite-sized pieces of white meat chicken. Sometimes these can be a little bit oversalted. If you're looking to go low carb, the grilled nuggets are good as well. So I do like that. For me though, for breakfast, you know, the burrito was, yeah, it was okay. Again, the hash round thingies in the biscuit is kind of weird. The regular biscuits, though, the problem is that the biscuits just, at least the ones locally, just fall apart like crazy. Very disappointed in that. They used to, someone was telling me that they got rid of the spicy chicken. No, there it is. So yeah, I thought so. So they still have the chicken biscuits, and now if you look, it looks like a big old thick thing, right? Every time I've ordered this and added egg to it, the patty has been this like super thin thing, and that's disappointing. That really is. Plus the fact that the biscuits just fall apart. I mean, it's like, really? You're gonna fall apart like that? But the sides, of course, the waffle fries. I mean, these are just amazing. I can easily scarf 2 large waffle fries, and it's just no dipping sauce, no ketchup, no nothing like that. Their mac and cheese, again, and like I said earlier, I usually get mac and cheese just as a side so that I can later I just put it in the fridge, and then sometime later dump a can of tuna into it and reheat it that way. And it's okay. Their mac and cheese is okay. I've not had anything else. I'm definitely not having no bloody kale. I don't care what you say. In terms of treats, I've not had the frosted lemonade, so I don't know what it's like. The shakes are pretty good. I do like their shakes. Have not had the brownie or anything. Ice cream was fine. And I will say that one thing about Chick-fil-A is when you go through the drive-thru, man, that's an efficient drive-thru. I've never seen an efficient drive-thru like that. So, yeah, definitely an A. Next up is Chipotle. I'm definitely going to put this into the A category, but there's just basically just the only thing I ever get is the burrito, is a carnita burrito with extra carnita, rice, and oh, come on, seriously, bloody thing, I swear. I hate it when these menus are when these companies go, oh, we want to know where you're at because we want to start an order for you right away. It's like, no, I don't want to start an order right away, you bastards. And it's not just Chipotle; it's a lot of these stupid people will do that. So the burrito bowls, I will say, are a good choice for low carb because then you can just get the meat, skip the rice, skip the beans, and just get like lettuce and like, you know, maybe the tomato salsa and, you know, cheese, a little bit of sour cream. But yeah, you can do a pretty decent low carb deal there. That's the other thing I get there. And then the chips and hot salsa. Well, I used to get chips and hot salsa, but as I've gotten older, this hot salsa doesn't agree with me like it used to. So anymore, I just get the chips because their chips are made in, you know, they actually cook them in the place, and they go well with the burrito. So even though I only eat the one thing there, and even though they've got like steak and chicken and other stuff, all that other stuff is kind of like yeah. But I give it an A because I'm always going to Chipotle and getting that carnita burrito. So that weighs a big factor in my decision. Next up is Church's Chicken. I'm gonna give this a D. The thing is, I've eaten here just like a couple times. I've eliminated any place I didn't eat, but just once. I've eaten here twice. I was disappointed both times. The chicken was just like, yeesh. It was like super greasy to me. I didn't think their tenders were all that swift either, and so nothing about it made me want to ever come back here. Sadly, I keep saying maybe I'll try it in another place, but you know, I just can't. I can't get myself to do it. Also, I will say I don't. Honey butter biscuit sounds good on the surface, but the fact of the matter is, when I have my biscuits, I want my biscuits to be unpolluted. If I want honey on my biscuit, I'll add honey. But I don't want you to drip them in honey, make them. They're basically these sticky things, and yeah, I just don't care for them. Yeah, I tried the okra once in one of my outings, and it was, yeah, I just didn't care for it. I think the mashed potatoes were okay, but you know, yeah, it's nothing I ever want to go to again. Let's put it that way. So D. Next up is Culver's. I'm gonna give this another A ranking, S ranking. Sorry. The reason for that, they have some just amazing burgers to me. I love their butter burgers. You can customize them quite a lot. The mushroom Swiss burger, add bacon, is just amazing. The bacon deluxe butter burger is just amazing. The sourdough melt, amazing. So I haven't tried everything. Oh wait, no, I did try this big cheese pub burger. That's right, I did, and it was really good. I wasn't sure because it's got some kind of a cheese bun, and but it was actually really good. It was actually really good. The frozen custard is good. The chicken tenders are pretty good. I like them. They're not my favorite. I'd rather go to Raising Cane if I'm craving chicken. I'll give you that. And the same thing with the chicken sandwiches. I don't ever go for the chicken sandwiches. Another thing that makes Culver's really good, I love getting their fish and chips. If you like that kind of a thing, I think their fish and chips are really good. I usually substitute the coleslaw for extra fries, but their coleslaw is not bad. And the roll is one of these sweet roll type things, um, but it's still really good. I've never done the sandwich though. And in terms of their other sides, the mashed potatoes were fine. I've had the chili was good. I like that. I've never had the curds. These pretzel deals were really good. I like them a lot. So yeah, this definitely is an S tier. The funny thing is where I live, these two places are like near each other, so it's kind of a toss up sometimes of where I want to go. Next up is Del Taco. Sorry, D. Del Taco is one of these places that I keep going to thinking, all right, why do I say it's so bad? And then I eat it and it's like, oh, okay. Now I remember why I say it's so bad. This is a place where the food looks good in the pictures, but I don't, their Mexican stuff, their tacos and their burritos just are not that good to me. I've never had the breakfast stuff, to be fair. The chicken stuff, I didn't like it either. I just thought it was like, ugh. And oddly enough, they do have burgers and fries. Their burgers are okay. It wasn't bad. If you look, it's kind of hard to tell because it goes dark. But there's like a kind of like a special sauce, kind of like McDonald's. These loaded fries are pretty good. And then they got the crinkle cut fries, which, depending on how they're cooked, can be a hit or miss. So, but burgers, if your burgers in a taco place are better than your taco stuff, I mean, to me, that's there's just something wrong there. And their burgers are not good enough to make me want to go back and get their burgers at all. So, I mean, it's like I say, it's okay, hit or miss on the fries. D. Next up is Dairy Queen. Going to give this one an A for sure. The food wise, in terms of like burgers, I really like their burgers. I think my favorite, let's see if they, yeah, the flamethrower. That's usually what I get when I go. It's really good. It's got the jalapeno jack cheddar. I mean, not jack, jalapeno pepper jack, not jalapeno jack, jalapeno bacon, whatever they call their flamethrower sauce. Really like this burger. Really enjoy it. The fries are okay. The fries are pretty decent. And then of course the treats. Blizzards are great. Their classic treats are great. I love these things. Usually I go more often when I'm visiting with family members and stuff because there's more DQs around and stuff. And of course they have these cakes. If you like ice cream cakes, the ice cream cakes were pretty good as well. And they also sell, I don't know if I can quickly find it, but they also sell the other kind of boxed goodies, but they're kind of overpriced in terms of treats. Yeah, they're not showing it here. Oh, here they are. Sorry, they're down here. So if you like these like dilly bars and stuff, they're not showing everything though. Interesting. They had like an ice cream sandwich one that it's not my favorite ice cream sandwich, but yeah, it's an A. I like the place. I like going there. Next up is Captain D's, and I'm going to give this definitely a strong B. Unfortunately, the Dread Sea closed a lot of the Captain D's that were somewhat near me, sadly. But I like this better than like say a Long John Silver's because they got a wider variety of foods if you like fish. So, including kind of a more grilled type fish too. Southern style whitefish. I like that. They had catfish. Yeah, catfish was really good. I love in terms if I have a fish craving and there's a Captain D's there, and not a Culver's where I just don't want fish and chips, but more of a more traditional fish meal, fried fish meal. I'll go to Captain D's. And yeah, so definitely a more of a high end B. Next up is Fazoli's. I'm gonna give this another B. Again, this is another place that was killed by the Dread Sea. But when I used to go, when it was still around, I did like getting their spaghetti with meat sauce. And I think I used to get it like meatballs. Their lasagna was really good. And oh yeah, their baked ziti was pretty good. I like their fettuccine Alfredo. Basically, I would do this like I'd be out running errands and just be fancying something Italianish but fast. Their breadsticks were really good, as I recall, really buttery, so I liked them a lot. But they've closed. It doesn't look like they're coming back to my town at all. But it was a solid B. I'll give it a solid B. Next up is Firehouse Subs. I'm going to give this one another B. The food is fine. It's one of these. Yeah, I will rotate through some of these sub places that are around. None of them have an advantage of the other one. But if I kind of fancy more of a warmer sub, I will get the Firehouse. I did like their meatball sub. What else did I have? Yeah, I had their smokehouse beef and cheddar brisket. That was pretty good. And their steak and cheese. It's not like a proper Philly cheesesteak, but it was okay. It was fine. So yeah, B. Next up is Five Guys, another S tier for me. Once a year, I will go to Five Guys just to get hot dogs. I only crave hot dogs once a year, and this is when I go to get them. Their burgers are really good, amazing. If you've never had one, the like cheeseburger or hamburger or bacon burger or bacon cheeseburger, these are doubles, 2 patties. And when you get the little, it's just a single. So, and all the burgers are basically customized. You can throw on whatever you want at no additional charge, which is really good. So, and there's like a whole ton of stuff you can add to these things to customize them, including sauces and stuff. Now, the thing that amuses me sometimes is that people don't understand the fry system with Five Guys. So they take real potatoes and then they cut them into fries, and they don't drop the fries until you actually show up to get your burger. And that includes if you order from delivery. They won't drop the fries until the delivery person gets there. But they had 3 different cup sizes for the fries, but they'll fill the cup up and drop it in your bag, and then all the fries that are still left over from when they dropped your fries, guess what? Those are going into the bag too, loose. So I've heard people complain like, "Oh my God, the fries were all over." Yeah, they're supposed to be. You get like an S ton of fries. It is just insane. They have a couple other sandwiches, like a veggie sandwich, cheese, grilled cheese, BLT. I've never had any of those. The milkshakes are good. I just get the chocolate one. And if you go into the restaurant, their Coke machines have pretty much every flavor of Coke you want. So at least the one I have locally does. So that's really good. Yeah, I love this place. Like I said, these are all the different toppings you can get. It seems less than I remembered, but man, that's okay. It doesn't matter. But yeah, definitely S tier for me. And it's always a birthday. I get it every birthday at a minimum. Next up is Freddy's Steak Burgers, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to give this an F. I've gone to this place like 3 different times. It could be just the local one. It's on the surface, it sounds great, steak burgers, right? But and they look fine, but I've never had any success. The patties were just like burnt things to me. They're just like super flat, burnt. Just was not good. The fries were not that great. The shake was fine, but not nearly worthy of coming back for. And I've never tried these cheese custard stuff. Yep, see another one of these places like, oh, you must order if you want to look at stuff. Oh. No, see, I don't want to do that. I hate. To me, a restaurant that does this should get like an automatic down tick automatically. But yeah, Freddy's. I'll never go back. I'll never go back. Next up is Good Times Burgers, and I hate to say it, it's another F. I've tried 2 different places, and I've gone 3 different times combined total. I've never had the breakfast stuff, so I can't speak to anything breakfasty. But their burgers were just flavorless. I mean, flavorless. It was like, it's like I've never had flavorless burgers before, but their burgers were just, oh man. I mean, like when I got the mushroom melt, I added bacon, and the bacon was the only thing I could taste. The burger itself was just like not there. Like, ditto the bacon cheeseburger. I could taste the bacon, but the burger itself was kind of like, I don't know. I'm not really sure why these things are so flavorless. I've never had flavorless burgers before. Never had the chicken, so never had the corn dog or anything else. And I didn't have the mac and cheese in this case. Yeah, the fries, I don't remember them having waffle fries, but when I had the regular fries, I was not impressed at all. You know, maybe I could go back and try it again, but to be honest, I really don't want to. You know, after the 3rd time, I was like, nope, enough, never going back. So, F. Next up is Hardee's, which is a east side of the Mississippi, down south kind of thing instead of Carl's Jr. I'm going to give it an A as well. Now, Hardee's used to be better back in the day, but it's still pretty good. Now, a lot of their menu crosses over with Carl's Jr., but there are some things that are different. So, like, if you go to the original Angus burgers, it's the same thing as you get at Carl's Jr. and stuff. If you look down at their regular menu, you know, you get the Superstar with cheese and stuff. But I think there are a few things that they have that are different, like the Frisco Angus burger. I don't think Carl's Jr. has this, and Hardee's does. And I love this. This thing is really good. I really like that. I don't think they have this at Carl's Jr. either. I don't remember it, at least. If they do, I don't remember it. They call this the Big Hearty instead of the bit, I guess. But yeah, the Superstar with cheese is good. Chicken wise, I don't think I've gotten. I mean, they've got a lot more chicken stuff here than I remember. And I don't know why the hot ham and cheese is in the chicken section, but I love this thing. I really do. And again, I know this is not on the Carl's Jr. menu. So, biscuit wise, I suspect that it's the Hardee's is why the Carl's Jr. biscuit stuff is good. But if you look, I mean, they got more biscuit variety here. Pork chop and gravy biscuit, loaded omelet biscuit. I have not had these. I want to try these so bad. The country ham and egg, I have had that, where you get I've had the Frisco breakfast sandwich as well. Love that. So, so it's definitely an A. And actually, you know what? It actually goes. It's actually better. It's way better than Carl's Jr. As far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, definitely Hardee's has an A. It's better than its parent company, Carl's Jr. Next up is In-N-Out Burger, and this is going to be very controversial, but I'm going to give this a D. I'm sorry. It is not that good. A lot of people were like, oh man, this is the best. It's the best. The burger is okay, but it is not worth sitting in line for an hour for. And when I went to when one opened, it'd been opened up like 6 months or more. And the lines were still insane to go through it. It was just the slowest drive-through ever. Very inefficient. And don't even get me started on the fries. The fries were just, ugh. These things are nasty. The burger is fine, like I said, and it doesn't look nearly this good, obviously. None of these places ever have a burger that looks as good as the promo picture. But yeah, the burger was fine. I don't remember which one I got. I said I wasn't going to do things if I only had it once, but I made an exception in this case. Yeah, double double I guess is the biggest one that you can get, and like I said, it just was not that it wasn't good to me at all. It was just it definitely wasn't worth the hour in line, and I would never go back to it at all. So yeah, D. Next up is Jack in the Box. I'm gonna give this a marginal C. The one locally, when it first came to our town, our city, it was really good, and then it changed management, and it looked like it was being run by ex-cons, and the quality went down. I mean, it really did. But burger wise, the burgers were pretty good. I liked them. The fries were fine. I like the fact I think you could get breakfast all day. I can't remember now. Seems like you could. But I can't remember for sure. It's been a while since this place left us, but they did have some pretty good breakfast sandwiches that I liked. And yeah, I remember liking the shake. I don't remember if they had cheesecake or not when I was there. Now I will tell you right now, what I don't get is the tacos. So when you look at these things, it kind of looks like a regular taco, right? But when you get but you look, it's a cheese slice, American cheese slice. There's some lettuce, and the beef is just like nasty. And it's almost like they take this thing and then they drop it into a deep fryer because it's not open. When I got him, it wasn't open like this at all. It was like almost like it was like closed partially at the top and sealed up from the two ends of the shell. Now maybe that's because the shells had just been cooked and they just dropped crap in there. And it's definitely not as full as this. It was pretty thin, as I recall, but it was not good at all. I didn't like it at all. I had a coworker though who would eat these by the dozen. I was like, I don't get how you can do that, but yeah. So we're gonna give that. It's a marginal C, and we'll go with that. Next up is Jersey Mike's. I'm gonna give this a B as well. Probably just above Firehouse. The hot subs were really good. I kind of came here for the cheesesteak sandwiches. Their cheesesteaks are pretty decent for what they are. They're not the best I've ever had, but they're decent enough. The cold subs, the ones that I had to see, I've had the club, I believe. I've had the Italian. I've had the roast beef and provolone. They're all fine. Nothing special, nothing that great, but yeah, B worthy. Next up is Jimmy John's, again, another B place, more of a cold sub place, I believe, than a hot sub place, but it is pretty, it's a sub place. If you like subs, you'll probably like it. They have a number of different subs that you can get. I've tried quite a few of them. I've liked them. These gargantuan ones are huge, really piled high with the stuff. So no complaints there. The bread is good. No issues there. The chip part, they've got their own in-house chips. Those are fine for what they are. I think I had a chocolate chip cookie once, and it wasn't, I didn't care for that much. It was okay. But yeah, it should be. Like I said, I rotate through the sub places. Next up is KFC. Man, how the mighty have fallen. Once upon a time, this would have probably been in this tier. Now it is only a C tier. The chicken I still like, but it can be hit or miss depending on when it was cooked and who's cooking it. The chicken tenders are okay, but if I favor tenders, I'm probably going to Raising Cane's, or I'll go to Popeyes. I don't really care for that. The problem I have with KFC is that their sides suck. Once upon a time, like, they used to make real proper chicken gravy with the cooked, when the chicken cooks, the breaded chicken cooks, you get the little crackling stuff that falls off. They take that, some grease, some flour, make proper chicken gravy. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Used to get that, and their biscuits were so good that they used to. They'd even Sir Mix-a-Lot made a song about when he was singing about buttermilk biscuits, and he talked about KFC. Now some people still like them, but their biscuits have gone way downhill since the mid '90s. Like I said, I can eat the different sides here, but they're not good. In fact, I don't get the sides here. I just get fried chicken. The only time I'll get sides is I'll get like a regular coleslaw. Their coleslaw is still amazing. It still reminds me, this is like the one coleslaw that I'll always eat and actually seek out, especially when it's icy cold, because they'll have like that kind of a milky residue at the bottom that's kind of really sweet, and the coleslaw itself is really sweet, and it's almost like a it's almost like a vegetable dessert. It's that sweet, but I love it. The fries, now the fries are recent. They used to have wedges, I think. I never liked the wedges. The fries are not bad. I've gotten the fries, but I don't. The only time I get the fries is if I go to KFC myself. If I get delivery, I will just not get the fries because I can't guarantee that they're going to be any good or not. And again, the mac and cheese is fine. I usually do it for tuna mac, but yeah, see. Next up is Long John Silver's. Now, I haven't eaten at Long John Silver's in quite a few years because the one that was kind of near me closed, and the next nearest one is like way too far away. I'm going to go ahead and give it a C, but when I was looking through the menu, it definitely feels like it has changed. There wasn't any kind of this kind of what seems to be like salmon. Long John Silver's didn't have salmon. They just had basically whitefish, breaded whitefish with fries and hush puppies, or shrimp with hush puppies. But I don't remember any of this, like and with coleslaw and stuff. So yeah, this was kind of like their basic menu, and but when I looked, I don't remember them having chicken. Maybe they did, and I just don't remember, or I never got it. But like, yeah, you got salmon with green beans and corn. They didn't have green beans and corn, or rice. They didn't have that. Rice bowl, they didn't have that. They didn't have a taco. They didn't have any of this kind of stuff. So they've definitely changed. So it's really kind of not fair to me, of me to maybe grill them like that. I guess it's kind of funny. They used to be the one Long John Silver's used to be paired up with a Taco Bell. So it's kind of funny to me seeing that they're doing these kind of taco things. But I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's that interesting to me. That could be interesting. This like kind of a rice bowl. I do like that. Like I said, they didn't have none of that. So I don't know where one is anymore that's near me, but for now, we'll give it an unfair C, and with the note to maybe one day try it again. Next up is McDonald's, and I can't believe I'm even going to do this, but if I'm fair, based on the number of times I go to McDonald's, I gotta give it an A. I'll give it a low A. I can't even believe I'm giving it an A because it doesn't feel. It's not A-class material, and yet I'm always going there. And it's not because it's cheap. It's just, I don't know, every now and then I fancy it. The biggest burger I like is the Big Mac. And I'll be honest, I wish that, like in Japan, they'll often sell these with the double patties, 2 patties here and 2 patties here. I wish they would do that in America. They've done it a couple times, but not often as a meal. But, in terms of burgers, I mean, it's like the Big Mac is what I kind of prefer, and I will order extra patties, although it's kind of hard because they only want to give you 1 extra patty. Trying to get 2 extra patties is, it just blows their minds. And even online, you can't order 2 extra patties. It just boggles the brain. But I'll also get, from time to time, the quarter pounder cheese deluxe, but I'll get an extra patty added on there. Those are the only 2 burgers I ever get. The rest of these I don't even touch. In terms of chicken and stuff, I don't. It's their chicken is like it's okay. The nuggets are weird. They're the breading. I mean, it's that fake kind of chicken mashed together crap. The breading's kind of good, but when they have the spicy chicken nuggets, whenever those come out, I actually kind of like those. It's kind of weird. I can't even possibly explain it. It makes no sense to me. Their shakes are amazing. I like their shakes and their McFlurries. And of course, their cones and stuff. When it comes to the sides, obviously the fries. The fries are not quite as good as they used to be when they were cooked in beef tallow, but they're still amazingly, amazingly good. But I think the thing that puts it into the A tier, it would be B tier if it was just burgers only. But for me, the A tier is the breakfast biscuit sandwiches. Those are really good. I like all of them. I like the sausage egg McMuffin. Chick-Fil-A also had, I didn't mention this before, Chick-Fil-A has McMuffin type or muffin sandwiches, and theirs aren't nearly as good as McDonald's. And I think it's because McDonald's will put some serious butter on these things, and they're just really, 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 really good. Of course, you got the hot cake breakfast. That's really good if you want some pancakes, which, sometimes I do. So, I mean, like I said, I can't believe I'm giving it an A. But then I'm like, but I go there way more than I should. And you don't go to a place you hate. So, yeah, if I'm being fair, I give it an A. Next up is Mr. Beast Burger. I'm going to give this kind of a C. It's nothing really to write home about. Burger is fine. Then they've got waffle fries as well. Unfortunately, if you look at how they do their menu, it kind of sucks. It's like, really, this is, I would have rather have had, a proper deal. But the burgers, and the seasoned crinkle cut fries are fine. They had one. I don't know if I see it here. Oh, beef style fries. Let's see. Yeah, where basically they've got a bunch of. Here, I'll show you a picture of it. So this is a picture of like what the burger kind of looks like in its deal. This was like a bacon cheeseburger, I think. And then the seasoned fries. Like I said, the first time I got was actually really good, and then the second two times were less and less good. So, but this is their beast fries. I mean, basically they just like, okay, here's some fries. We'll throw in some bacon, some pickles, some lettuce, and some other stuff, and then throw a hamburger patty on top. I mean, it just cracked me up. It's, I was, thinking, well, maybe they'll actually like crumble it up or something, but nope. Can't do that apparently. So, yeah, it's a C. Don't know that I'll ever go back, but I might. Next up is Papa Murphy's. This is the take and bake stuff. I'm gonna give this place an A. I really like Papa Murphy's, even though you've got to take the pizza home and bake it, or if you go to delivery, you have to bake it yourself. I got no problem with that. They load these things down with a lot of toppings and stuff. The pizzas are flavored quite well. I really like that. The thing that puts it into really secures it into the A category is if you're doing low carb, and I may have to do a video later just about low carb stuff. But you can make a lot of low carb stuff. Now you gotta make sure to take out the sauces and just do them without sauces. But yeah, if you're doing low carb, and you just want something that is, you don't have to worry about getting all the ingredients, where you just go pick it up and just throw it in the oven yourself. Papa Murphy's is definitely really like it. So yeah, A. Next up is Pizza Hut. Sadly, all the Pizza Huts in my local area closed. There's one that's just inside delivery area for DoorDash, but I'm not. The DoorDash fees on it is so high. It's like I don't know that I can actually do it. So if I need to run the car, I'll go to Pizza Hut. But yeah, I'm gonna give Pizza Hut an A. I in terms of like fast food already made pizzas, I really like it. The thin crust pizza is what I usually get. Usually a meat lover, a carnivore. Never had these edge pizzas. I don't know. Maybe this weekend, if they're still doing those, I'll try one. But I do, their wings, their boneless wings are actually not bad. And then they may even be better than Buffalo Wild Wings, which is saying something in terms of sides. They used to have like these jalapeno poppers. They don't seem to sell those anymore. So I can't speak to the fries. The jalapeno poppers used to be pretty good. I'm not a big fan of their breadsticks. It was okay. Ooh, garlic bread. Huh, I'll have to try that. Maybe I will make a run just to try that. I like a good garlic bread. Their two pastas, I love their chicken Alfredo pasta. They're oven baked. Their this Italian pasta. Well, I don't know why they're saying this new. I've had these before, so I'm not really sure what is new here because I've had the chicken and I've had the Italian one. I haven't had one without it, but I can't really say. Dessert wise, now I will say that while I may not care if they're breadsticks, I do like their cinnamon sticks with this cream cheese frosting. Oh my goodness, that's just I can eat those till I like puke. The chocolate chip cookie deals is like a big giant one that they didn't cut in pizza slices. These are hit or miss. So I've had these where they're just like amazingly good, and I've had these where they've overcooked them. I don't like crunchy overcooked cookies. The Cinnabon mini rolls, I love those. Those are really good. The brownies are not bad. Not my favorite, but the brownies are not bad. So yeah, definitely an A. Next on the list is Popeyes, another A for sure. Probably more of a mid-tier A. I love them. They're tender. I used to before I started going to Raising Cane's. I love their tenders. Their tenders are still good. I like getting I used to like getting the spicy ones. The spicy ones don't like me. But their tenders are good. I'm not as big a fan of their for regular fried chicken. It's okay. But it's not really. I'd rather have KFC when it comes to regular fried chicken. But when it comes to tenders over KFC, I'd rather have the Popeyes tenders. And like I said, I used to love the spicy ones. I think where Popeyes excels though is in their sides. They dropped the Cajun rice for a while, which really pissed me off. I love Cajun rice, and to me, I get the Cajun rice the large just to use later as a meal. Again, the mac and cheese I always do with save it for later with a can of tuna. Cajun fries were okay. It's not really my thing. I love their mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy. I like their red beans with rice. I'm not a big fan of their coleslaw. Their biscuits, though, are insanely good. These are the best biscuits, in my opinion, of any fast food place. These are proper buttermilk biscuits. I order a lot of extra ones and then freeze them. And then, if I want a breakfast with buttermilk biscuits, I will get those out, defrost it, put it in the oven again for a few minutes, and have a fresh buttermilk biscuit or two. Love those things. So yeah, A. Next up is Sbarro, and I gotta give this one a D. I'll put it actually in front because actually of all the other ones, it's the one that if push comes to shove, I actually could grudgingly eat there. The pizza is kind of I guess if you're just desperate for a pizza, it's okay. The baked ziti, actually, that's baked ziti is usually what I usually got there. That the baked ziti wasn't too bad, but even that sometimes was not really that great. Yeah, the spaghetti I didn't really care for. Yeah, it's one of these things where okay, we've got these pizzas and stuff, but they're just not really the kind of thing that I just really like. But it's cheap, or at least it used to be. And there was one near our office, so where I used to work. So sometimes you just go there just because I need something quick, dirty, and cheap that I'll regret later. So there you go. Next up is Slotchkis, and it's another B. B. Schlotzsky's is another one of those places that got closed by the Dread Sea. But I used to like going there for their sandwiches were like really good. I like their sandwiches a lot. Never had their pizzas or their calzones or a lot of some of this other stuff that they have here, soups. But I usually got one of their big sandwiches, chips, and the Cinnabon stuff when I had it. I don't think I had any of their other desserts. But sadly, yeah, they've been, they were closed. So I can't go there anymore. But they used to be part of my, the Subway places. Schlotzsky's used to be part of that rotation where I would just rotate through. And so it was a B. Next up is Smashburger. This is going to go, I hate to say it, it's another F. Smashburger, it may be more, but I don't know if it's a Colorado thing or not, but I have been dragged to these things by friends who love them, and I don't get it. I mean, these burgers are just, they're smashed. So they're to me, they're just dry, husky things. They're not very good. They're ultra thin patties. They're almost burnt. I just, I'll go there and get something. I've had this, and I've had the double smash that you saw on the front. Bacon smash, like a double bacon smash or whatever it was called. Yeah, double bacon smash. Their fries, it sounds like they would be good, crispy fries tossed in rosemary, garlic, and olive oil, but they just didn't do anything for me, and it's one of those things where, ugh. And they had tater tots too, so which I didn't like. Well, actually, okay, they did have. I thought they had that. That's gonna say I was talked into getting these the first time, and was like, yeah. And I got the regular fries both the other times, and it was like, yeah. So yeah, I don't want to ever go back there again. Sorry, if you like Smashburger, but no. Next up is Sonic. I'm gonna give this a B. The Sonic is, the burgers are not bad. They're fine for what they are. I'm not sure which of these all I've had. I know I've had, I'm pretty sure I've had, no, I'm pretty sure I've had this, because this is more what I would get. Chicken wise, I don't think I've ever gotten the chicken. I have gotten hot dogs here in the past, but like I said, once I was introduced to Five Guys, I changed my yearly hot dogs from Sonic to Five Guys. So my going to Sonic really dropped off as a result. Breakfast wise, I think they serve breakfast all day. So that's a definite plus. I like their toaster sandwiches. Those were pretty good. The sausage egg burrito was really good. We got it here. Yeah, there it is. I like that. I really like that. So the all day breakfast is good. There is, oh yeah, chicken. Okay. So when it comes to the chicken tenders, so you can get like the tender dinner, which I will get. Now, that whether or not the chicken tenders is good, it depends. But you get, well, I was pretty sure that she got like a gravy. This is like you get sauce, onion rings, which no, I get fries. Yeah, this doesn't look right. I always got the maybe they've changed. It's been a little bit since I've been here, but Sonic, I'm pretty sure had the gravy, and that was the reason you went to Sonic. Maybe it was DQ that has that. I don't remember. Maybe I'm mistaking it for DQ, but regardless, B. It's a B. Next up on the list is Subway. Subway's going down to the C, and a low C at that. They always show these pictures where it looks like their sandwiches are just like stuffed with meat, and that has never been the case. It's like I always feel like I need to get double meat just to have some meat on their things. But their sandwiches, I mean, they're not bad. They're not horrible or anything, and their wraps are fine. It's just nothing to be right home about. Never had their breakfasts, so I can't speak to those. But yeah, I don't. When it comes, I'd rather have any of these other Subway places, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse, Jimmy John's, Schlotzsky's over Subway by far. Next up is Taco Bell, which we jokingly call Taco Hell sometimes, but I love Taco Bell. Not gonna lie, it is definitely an A. It is a solid A for sure, for sure, for sure. Their tacos, to me, they're just their regular, whether it's a soft taco supreme or the crunchy taco supreme, they're just insanely good. But then nacho cheese Dorito Locos Tacos Supreme, oh yeah. So I will change up. Sometimes I'll get like, a couple of these and a couple of these. So that is, yeah, just I love their tacos. And the taco meat is just like really good. Not so much a fan of their chicken stuff, but it is what it is. I hate this online exclusive stuff. You can only get the quesarito if you order online and go pick it up, or if you order from a delivery service. But I like their quesaritos, which is kind of like a burrito that they then kind of grill with, with cheeses and nacho cheese sauce and the hamburger, the taco meat and the seasoned rice. I really like it, but you can only get it if you go through the drive-thru. They will not sell it to you, and it's the stupidest thing ever. In fact, it's so stupid it makes me almost want to knock them down a notch. Except I go to Taco Bell all the time. They're always coming out with new stuff in the to try, so I'm always trying something new. Their classic cheesy double beefy burrito or whatever it is. This thing was really good, although the little strips in it kind of worthless to me. This was a disappointment though. The spicy version, even though spicy stuff I try to stay away from, I did try it this time. Unfortunately, the pickled jalapenos just overrode the whole thing. You just, all I could taste was the jalapeno. And, if the jalapeno is overriding everything, then it's not that good. But in terms of burritos, though, I love the 5-layer burrito with extra taco meat is amazing. Like I said, I've already talked about that. Burrito Supreme is good, although I don't regularly get it because I'm usually getting that instead. And there's only so much you can eat. The beefy melt burrito is pretty good, although this one is actually a little bit better. But they're similar. They're similar They're similar burritos. I love those. And the specialities, I don't know that I've had the Mexican pizza. For some reason, it's never, it's not, I don't think the local place I go to sells these. And it's kind of weird. I don't like the chalupas, though. I really don't like the chalupas. Cheesy roll-ups were great. I do like those a lot. When it comes to the sides, the chips and nachos are good. I've had the black beans and rice. That's actually pretty good. I love these Cinnabon Delights. These things are really good. And, of course, they've got Diablo sauce. Which, yeah, I know. I can't do much of it, but if I limit it, I can get away with it. But, yeah, Taco Bell, frick. Yeah, it's definitely a solid A. As much as I eat it, it's almost surprising I don't put it into the S. But I just can't quite do it. Next up is Wendy's, and I'm going to give it an A as well. Their fries are not bad. I know some people have not liked the change when they changed up their fries. The changed fries didn't bother me. The problem is that sometimes the people who are cooking them just trash them, and it just sucks. Or they put way too much salt on the bloody things. But when it comes to the burgers, I love their burgers. I usually get like the Dave's Triple with cheese, but sometimes I'll get the Big Bacon Classic. If the bloody thing loads up, took a couple times, but I finally got it to load up. Now, but some of the stuff they gets a little bit weird. I don't like putting onion rings and stuff on a burger. It just kind of seems like stupid to me. I'd rather have raw onions on my burger, not onion rings that then go soggy. But I guess it is what it is. But whenever it comes to low carb, though, I usually get like a Dave's Triple or the bacon, the Big Bacon Classic. If they, yeah, man, they're not showing up. They may not sell it anymore. But definitely the Dave's Triple, maybe with added hamburger meat, but get it where no bun. Now a lot of times they'll put lettuce wrap in it, but if you get it delivered, they'll actually put it into a little a container and give you a fork, and then with lettuce, tomato, and onion, and it makes a pretty good low carb meal on the go when you need to get something really fast. The cookies, chocolate chip chunk and the sugar cookie is fine. Don't know anything about the oatmeal bar. They used to have a different cookie. I think it was like a double chocolate one. But chicken, I will say this. I used to love, it used to be my favorite sandwich was the spicy Asiago ranch chicken club sandwich. But lately the patties have just been these, I don't know, it just hasn't been as good lately. I don't know if it's just a local restaurant or not. But they also have breakfast. I've had the biscuits and stuff are okay. I've had the sausage egg biscuit. It was okay. And I had the, these are biscuits. They've got like a sandwich one, which I'm not seeing off the top of my head. Oh yeah, breakfast baconator, which was okay. But, when it comes to breakfast, I'm probably not going to do Wendy's. But for the burgers alone and fries, and considering the amount of times I go there, which is slightly more than McDonald's. So yeah, I guess I got to give it an A. And finally, we've got Whataburger. Now this one, I thought about. I'm going to give it a marginal S. It's probably a high A, low S, maybe more high A, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a low S. The burgers, I love their burgers. I am not going to lie. I love their burgers. I usually get the triple meat, add bacon, but sometimes I'll get the jalapeno cheddar, add extra patties. Yeah, now I have not had this one. But yeah, I love their burgers. I have not had this. This is a new one. I haven't been to the nearest one is 655 miles. Actually, there is one that should be closer. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, I've had the patty melts. Those are really good. But the burgers, if it was just the burgers, it would definitely just be an A. Burgers are really good. The fries are really good. Assuming you don't go like in Louisiana, my goodness, there was a place in Louisiana where I'd get Whataburger, and they'd cook the fries and just let them sit out there. They'd usually be this long line of people waiting for food, and every order, you get fries, and the person would immediately scoop them up and cook more, and so they'd be sitting there sometimes a while because they're cooking all these burgers fresh for you. And so then you get the burgers, you get this fresh hot burger and these stone cold fries. So again, that just depends on where it's run. But when it's run properly and they do the fries correctly, the fries are pretty good. The first time I ever had Whataburger, it was doing a food run and getting these sausage egg taquitos. I got sausage egg taquitos. These sausage, you can get bacon, and there's another one too. I think just the potato. But the sausage egg taquitos are just amazing to me. They're just basically little mini burrito kind of things. I'd not had the breakfast burger or breakfast on a bun. The pancakes were pretty good. I don't even bother with the breakfast platter though. If I'm going to get the biscuit sandwich, let's see, do they show it here? Do they show it? Hopefully they haven't stopped selling it. Actually, okay, I think I know what it is, yeah. When you get the biscuit sandwich, there's a jalapeno cheddar biscuit. If they've not stopped selling it, I don't know that they have or not. My goodness. Please tell me they haven't stopped selling it. Ooh, they may have. They may have gotten rid of it. Oh, no! Oh, they don't have it anymore. Oh, let me double check this. Okay, so they're going to get a rating change down. This is the jalapeno cheddar biscuit. This was amazing. I freaking love this thing. But it looks like Whataburger has discontinued it. Oh, that sucks. That was the best biscuit there was. All right, well, that automatically drops you down to a B. Oh, you bastards. That was the best breakfast sandwich ever. It was just the right amount of kick with the jalapeno and then cheddar mix and this great buttermilk biscuits. And then you get a sausage patty and a fried egg on to go in between, you know, a breakfast sandwich. And it was just insanely good. And here's a picture. It's a crappy one of where I got one. And the fried egg is a bit burnt there, but you know, it was still amazingly good. But my goodness, I can't believe he did this to me. So, but you know, that's it. So that's gonna do. What do you think about my list? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all the other stuff. Sorry for such a long video. We'll see you in the next video.